Hello everyone, it's the Toaster Party, and today I've been told that I probably should do a combo tutorial on how to play this deck. But without further ado, we have Buget Machina Orcust combo number 1, Armageddon Knight plus any one extender. First things first, you summon Armageddon Knight, sending off Orchestrated Nightmare, then sending off the World Wand to summon back the Orchestrated Nightmare, which then lets you go into Galatea. Galatea then lets you set Babel, then you activate Babel, then use the one extender to be able to go into second monster just so you can go into Dingirsu and then make a second Galatea, leaving a Girsu in graveyard, just so your opponent, whenever they summon some sort of threat, or you want to disrupt a combo, you can then A, set a card, the Crescendo for next turn, and then B, use the Dingirsu to then destroy the opponent's monster. And that's it for combo 1. The second main combo of this deck that you really need to know is the Scrap Recycler combo. Without further ado, the first thing you do is have Scrap Recycler normal summon it, which then sends off the Mecha Phantom Beast Lionel, which then lets you go into Scrap Wyvern, which brings back the Scrap Recycler, which then goes into Scrap Golem. You must pop the Scrap Wyvern, not the Scrap Golem. Unless your opponent has something on field, then you can use Scrap Wyvern to pop something else. But make sure you do not pop the Golem. Then you can go use Scrap Recycler to send off Orcust Nightmare, which lets you go to Galatea using Scrap Recycler, which then lets you go into Girsu, which then lets you set the one card and pass. This is slightly better with Armageddon than Armageddon Knight because it doesn't require you to have any extenders. And it just lets you go into Dingirsu and have the Galatea. So anything else is just free bonuses. Now for the final one card combo in the deck, we have the best one card combo, that being Machina Redeployment, which makes an even better version of the Scrap Recycler combo. So first things first, you're going to want to activate Machina Redeployment, sending off whatever card you want to discard. There's a lot of good discards. You're going to want to then search up Machina Irradiator and Machina Megaform. Irradiator uses its effect to pitch Megaform to then special summon itself onto the field. Then it pitches itself to summon it in Megaform. Megaform then searches up Metal Crunch. Metal Crunch lets you search up 3 different Earth Machine monsters and then add one of those 3 randomly to your hand. Normally you would pick 3 copies of Scrap Recycler, but because this hand already has a Scrap Recycler, it doesn't really matter. But for the sake of trying to display this combo, I'll act as though I'm searching up 3 copies of Scrap Recycler. So the third copy of card I would have added was Fortress instead of 2 Scrap Recycler, but didn't really matter because I was just trying to summon the Scrap Recycler that I was supposed to search. I then normal summon Scrap Recycler and then go into the regular Scrap Wyvern combo, but instead I start this one off by pitching the Machina Citadel instead of pitching anything else, or like the Lion-O, because it's not necessary at this point. Because you already have 2 monsters on field, you don't need to pitch O-Lion. Instead you get to go into Scrap Wyvern, summoning back the Scrap Recycler. Scrap Recycler pops itself, but this time, because you popped it, you can then summon Citadel to your side of the field, as well as searching up the Golem. And because something got popped, you get to summon Citadel. And remember, always pop the Wyvern on your side of the field if you're going first, and not the Golem. This is a problem that I run into a lot when trying to play this online. It's a problem you will never have in paper, but man is it frequent on how often you can mix-click and accidentally pop your own Golem and then completely just ruin your combo. Back to doing this correctly, you pop the Wyvern, then summon back the Recycler, allowing you to pitch another card. Now you get to go into your Orcust combos, making your normal play of sending off Orcust Nightmare and then sending Orcust Nightmare to summon the World Wand into your banished pile to summon back the Nightmare, letting you summon Galatea, Galatea setting the Babel activation, make Dingirsu, link those 2 away for Galatea, and now you have a Pop and a Raigeki on your side of the field. And you have Graveyard set up for days afterwards. And as you can see, just showing off the combo, then you can also set the Crescendo for your next turn. Now this card has Battle Protection as well, and now, like, what are they going to do against a Raigeki and a repeatable Send? Because it's not targeting, it's Send. Card is busted. Now let's just play out the rest of this thing for funsies to show off the fact that this deck is just, with this combo, is just easy to OTK. Citadel's such a good card. And that's it for the combos today. Remember, kids, don't pop your Golem with your Scrap Wyvern. It is extremely frustrating when that happens. I have had several recordings botched because my machine misclicked the thing when I'm trying to move the cursor over to the wyvern. It's like, oh, you hit golem. Make sure never to do that.